Here to talk about right speech. So there's two schools of right speech. I come from the Buddhist tradition, and in the Buddhist tradition they talk a lot about not being an aggressive jerk and always being gentle and kind with your speech. That's sort of the school of, as we Westerners think of it, Grandma says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. I fall clearly in the jerk camp, where I don't find politeness useful. Obviously there's a middle ground, so that's what we're going to try and get to. So in corporate cultures or in relationships, you know, you can always be kind and polite, and if hard things come up, kind and polite people often are horrible at communicating difficulty, and difficulty then kind of festers, it's suppressed, it's not related to, and then you break up. In the business culture, you know, you can have boring meetings that go for hours where people are just bored and want to get back to their lives and can't wait to be home. In the jerk camp, everyone's kind of New York, and they just say what they think all the time, and they seem like jerks, but often there's a lot of kindness going on. I like this camp because I feel like it's much more efficient on some level. If you feel something, you communicate it. If there's a problem, you communicate it. If you are confused, you say you're confused. It doesn't mean you need to revel in being a jerk, and probably there's a lot of apologizing going on in this camp for unkind speech. But I want to just really encourage corporations, business culture, and relationships, people, to really just communicate openly. The worst that happens is that you've shared how you feel, and you have to apologize if you've been unnecessarily rough about it. Mm-hmm. So the 6 points of mindful speech, it's important to say them out loud, actually out loud. Practice saying them in a proper way when you go through them, and then you'll remember them. They're really helpful for a tough discussion in a relationship or an important meeting. Speak slowly, enunciate clearly, listen to yourself, listen to others, regard silence as a part of speech, and speak concisely. I love them because those 6 points include both camps, and obviously the middle ground is to create peace with our voice. Peace, our voice is a tool or a weapon. It can be used for good or ill. My personal view is that if you're speaking good or ill, that's not that important. The point is that you're being open and honest instead of all being polite and kind of fake. It's a lot easier to communicate with someone who's saying how they feel, where they're at, what they think, and are comfortable doing so. And I think that's about it. I do want to underline the final point about listening to others. I feel like that is, we all forget that, we all need to practice that, and that's a wonderful way to participate in a conversation. One of the most inspiring people I've ever interviewed was Satish Kumar, and he's also one of the very few people I've ever interviewed on Walk the Talk Show who is as active and as awake and as engaged when he's saying nothing as when he's the focus. A lot of famous people love being the focus and love speaking in front of the mic. Satish was equally inspiring to be around when someone else was speaking. So thank you so much.